You want to do a monthly review of the business we've done?
I've been waiting all day for a Tuesday afternoon.
It's that time of the month. It's time for the Dumb Zone's monthly business review. And now, the king of all note takers, here's Blake Jones.
This has a sponsor. Cane Rosso.
How about that?
Brings us our MBR every month now.
The home of the monthly Subby 42 game.
They're also, excuse me, pull that down, pull that down, pull this down, and pull this down.
You have so many options with Cane Rosso in the PILF group, Dan.
Yeah, well, they cater our football streams. We're going with Zoli's this week. But Cane Rosso, the GOAT, the best, Jerry. You want, you know how they eat pizza in Italy? Go to Cane Rosso.
Yeah. This is a good one if you do have people coming in town to know. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to go. Pizza
you want something
in Dallas?
Dallas?
Okay.
This is Dallas.
Let me tell you, this is the best pizza here.
Yeah.
So a little bit of housekeeping here in the MBR. I was sent this idea from Nathan, who said we could crowdsource some of our social media duties. In that we always try to, whether it's the Sydney Sweeney meme going around, my favorite one right now is the Georgia Bulldog barking at like a picture of a hot woman.
I haven't seen that.
Like these memes of the day. Mm-hmm. He said that it may be a good idea for us to crowdsource those and just have people begin doing those for our show. Might help us grow on social media. So, I'll start monitoring that, and the best one of the month will get a prize. So you see a meme, something topic of the day, whatever, relate it back to our show. I'll present it on the next MBR. If you make Dan laugh, I'll get you some merch.
Okay. I like this. Blake, passing off work.
Kind of, but we need imps, right?
Sure.
Imps mean good things.
Sure. Our social media game is gradually getting better. I see what you boys are doing.
Let's begin with bad bits. Got a few here in November. The first is this is the scenario, but it's a larger scope problem. The Dilbert creator asked Trump for cancer medicine and gets it.
Yeah.
Now, it's not him specifically, but it's someone in power or has some amount of fame that uses it to get something they want.
You know, on the low end, not to reference Exterminator twice in one show, but on the low end, you have like the first iteration of this I saw was when Bob was tired of, as he said at the time, a gym that stays open all hours of the week. And they were like dicking him on his cancellation, which they will do. And he was very early to Twitter, and he had a massive following, and I remember him just being like, just checking their spot on Twitter, and it worked. You'll see people do it with, like, airlines.
That's a big one.
Low-key, like, Barstool Big Cat will do that, like, because he's got 10 million followers, and if a listener is like, hey, United's screwing me, he's like, crack the knuckles, goes after him. But
I hate that because it kind of works.
It kind of works. Some people would tell you it's – I can't say that I've ever really done it, but I certainly have done the, like – hey, you can get me into this for free, yeah? Come on. Mm-hmm. And people will do it. But the threshold to bad bit, I feel like gets crossed when it is literally a life and death matter. You have to ask publicly. And by doing so, you let all the peons and the proletariat know you do not have access to the care that I do. That's what makes it like a God bless it. But we did learn through this bad bit that if you're taking your two little sons home, they're twins. Both of them have some sort of genetic deficiency that will present itself later in life. If they need emergency aid, it is better to have created a popular office-based comic strip than to have been a 12-year center for the New York Jets.
Yeah, I was gonna arrive at that. Like I'm tracking like what works and like the scale. Obviously, the bottom is the Jets.
Jets.
Dilbert
Offensive lineman for the Jets.
Somewhere in here. But yeah, that'll be fun. Another bad bit: a guy asking for 1 million retweets to move his wedding day. This was a specific case, but again, just the hey, this amount of retweets and I'll do this.
And here's the problem. Like Dan often points out on social media, where so much of the MBR comes from, the problem is that it works. And not only does it work, people are telling you, this is cool. You're cool for doing this. The kid was on game day the next morning, like that week. I pop on the TV and I'm texting Dan. I'm like, holy shit, this kid made it to game day.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for that. They flew him out there.
It's the weirdest paradox about social media that.
Oh, so negative.
Yeah, they say it's the worst cesspool and it's just terrible for your mental health, and everybody's so negative on there. And yeah, you go out and you do some really terrible bit, and everybody's supporting you. Like, oh yeah, I'm all for this.
Yeah. We just need to direct the guns properly.
Right.
Bullying works, as we discussed yesterday, Blake.
Get some virtual ham.
This also says
Milk.
here.
Milk.
Remember, Holly Rowe jumped in. Is like, oh, I'm an officiant. I could do the wedding if you wanted to move it. As she jumps in to make it about herself, which she does routinely.
Holly Rowe loves bad
Rowe.
bits, and Holly Rowe.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, she was looking better on the sideline this week. Again, it might be the tea.
You were down there with. You saw Holly Rowe, huh?
I think it was the shrooms. And then this one's mine. I don't know if it was approved or not, but I'm going to say it. Erin Andrews saying it's hard working on Thanksgiving as she's doing her podcast for a hobby in her multi-million-dollar home and multi-room closet with letters on the wall.
Letters on the wall. Yeah, that I was glad Blake brought that to the end of the show that day, because that really took off over the next 72 hours.
I figured it would.
Everybody had to try to take a stand, you know? Do I let people know how hard this is? Do you make fun of people for letting people know how hard it is?
Do I support Erin Andrews so she can know that I'm supporting her here and
Right.
in our struggle, both of us female
Right.
broadcasters who need people to understand how difficult this is?
Yeah, that just was never going to go well for her.
No.
Ever.
No, but like I said, it was funny because when it was released, it was like, oh, she works so hard. Look.
And you know what?
Then it just does not land.
Again, social media. The problem, she made a misstep in it. Like, she had cancer, I think. And she had, like, fertility issues. Like, all these things that are, like, you could probably actually make people kind of sad with that. But, man, it was tough to put on the free $7,000 outfit that I was given that was custom made for me. And my makeup done for me, you know.
And the private jet we took to the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Things Dan and Jake want.
Let me tell you what Erin Andrews is not doing. She's not doing high school games 2 days before her pro game. That's love for the game right there.
Yeah, or pro game into high school game, Thursday to Friday.
By the way, I put out the offer to Blake, and he's not biting. He's not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe again.
Just let him. Just trust him. The door will be unlatched, bro.
Because he flies in Thursday night, probably 2 in the morning or whatever.
3,
and I just said, yeah, my door's open. And I guarantee it will be, because every night now when I lock that door, I think Blake. Like, I think of Blake every time.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like the lady at the cell phone store with the phone light.
And like I really want him to stay here so I can get it right. So he knows that I do love him and I care
It's
about
like a
him.
reverse Hurley boy situation. Just let the guy have you
But
stay.
he's never going to do it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that card in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Might need it one day.
Got a full detached situation just down the road if you need a place to stay near the airport.
Nice turf out there.
Yeah.
Things
let me
Dan or Jake want. For November 4th, Dan wants a check to bow out of something.
A check? What do you mean?
I think we had done a story about had a consultant or something. He was paid to just remove himself from the situation.
Ah, okay.
Like, here's a check to bow out. Like, to just go away. And that seems
You hear
sweet.
about that happening a lot. It seems sweet.
November 10th, Jake wants pictures of old remote streaming services buttons. And I sent you one.
Crunch.
Was it? I'll have to find it.
There's so many. Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll. What was Crunchyroll?
Dude, yeah, and I mean, I know this bit is very niche, but if you have them, send me pictures because the hubris of these like Series A, they got one round of funding streaming services that are like, yeah, we're probably basically DirecTV. Put it on a remote. Mm-hmm. Put Quibi on this remote. It's
okay.
like, dude, there's so many of them because I still have a PS View, a remote that has PS View on it. Bless up, no doubt. Rest in power, CK.
Love.
It was so
PSP.
good, and
Yeah.
and at that time, you're like, all right, maybe this will be around. But from there, you'll get the most insane one-off streaming services. They'll be on a remote next to like DirecTV, YouTube,
Netflix,
and then-
YouTube,
and then
Crunchyroll.
It's like, okay.
Jake wants to be a part of a coup. I think that was the Haitian takeover group that you wanted to be a part of.
That's old too. I've thought I could be like the brains guy. Like when you're studying political science, you're thinking like, I don't know if I could fire a gun, but I could learn a lot about this other country.
You want to be?
I mean, that was a job. That's a real job, you know. Like I was reading about CIA coups at the time and thinking, shit, they got a nerd in here somewhere.
You want to be the guy at Master Control on the earpiece
Yeah,
with all the screens.
yeah.
I thought you wanted to be like the long snapper for the Falcons.
He's not on the Falcons anymore.
What did he do last night that was weird?
He just missed a kick.
Okay.
PFT commented like,
Koo was on.
he's on the Giants.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Damn it.
but it's good.
Is that quality?
I thought so.
I didn't get.
I
Blake
said
to even
on
like Blake.
I said on doing like a Nikita Khrushchev joke yesterday when we were doing Death by Lightning. But
November 25th.
they played the Lightning like 3 times in the playoffs. You guys need to watch a little hockey. Not the
No.
playoffs, but
Dan wants a pay pig on the show.
What's that?
Pay Pig.
I don't remember anything you're saying today.
Pay Pig is
That's why we do the MBR.
is like dudes. I learned about this from circling back. It's dudes who like pay chicks on the internet. They're not even really getting it. It's not like you're paying an escort. You're not like paying a chick who even really sends you like nudes. You're just like, hey babe, I want you to have this bag. Here's $500.
Oh.
Clayton grabs his mic. It's an odd time for him to.
Go ahead.
No, I think he wants a sugar baby. He wants the girl that's being paid by the pay pig.
We wanted someone to just pay us to do like the show, just like randomly would just be like, boys, here's $1,000. Like, I love you. Because that's what those
Sit-ins are kind of.
kind of.
Angel investor.
Kind of. Because there's a class of dudes on the internet, Dan. I'm telling you. They're just paying women.
Just so that they're happy with.
Them. It feels like they're giving them something. They're useful in some way, and that's their kink. There's no Margaret Dolphin Sitch involved.
Yeah, they'll just have their Amazon wish list on their
You'll go
Linktree.
to literally, dude. You'll go to an Instagram page or for sure like an OnlyFans page or something now, Dan. There's just an Amazon list of all the stuff they want, like teachers.
But they're just hot.
They're just hot.
Yeah, and whose list gets bought more, the model or the teacher? Unfortunately.
You know,
Time capsule.
not a horrible idea to try to double up.
This is the time capsule, keeping track of stuff. And as I was putting this together this morning, this made me really sad. Because on here for November 10th, I believe this is from Dan, who said Sydney Sweeney won't have the most famous titties in 5 years.
I thought I said that.
That's
Was
probably
it,
Jake.
Was it Jake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I support Sydney Sweeney.
It made me sad and almost like a bad beat adjacent because I thought I actually got excited about the tits I haven't seen yet. Like in 5 years, there will be another set of boobs bringing America together.
Right now, Blake, there's a 15-year-old.
I was gonna
waiting
say
around
like
the corner.
18 to make it both ways. It's still creepy if it's 18.
I think Sydney
Yeah.
Sweeney was pretty popular when she was 20, so I'm well within my rights there.
It's true though. Like there's young ball players everywhere, and
Yep.
they're all.
I mean, the truth is, there's a 3-year-old that Blake is going to be pretty excited about in the future.
At some point, dude.
Not just me.
We just hope it's long enough in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be like, a good 20 years in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know that those have a long lifespan. Unless
Hers specifically?
Yeah, because they're real. She's going to have to get a lot of work done to them if she wants to live off of that game.
Then I'm out.
Well, maybe she'll just. Her second act will be she's Meryl Streep-ish, and she's just like this wonderful actress.
Yeah? You think there's a lot in the first act that portends that?
Probably not.
I interrupt Blake's monthly business review for Alex's monthly Blake review. Just a couple of quick hits, because he sends everything Blake says all
Alec,
month.
You got to stop this.
But he said, so I got 4 notes. On the 4th of the month, Ted laughed at Blake's mustache. Berline didn't understand why. Berline ate a Snickers mid-steak.
So aren't you glad you were reminded of that?
So he's eating a steak. In the middle of a steak, he opens a Snickers bar and eats it?
Yeah, it was around Halloween, so they had fun-sized Snickers in the booth, and he sat down with his prime rib, and he had 2 Snickers, and then halfway through his steak, he just popped open the Snickers and had it.
Like it's fries.
And then went back to the steak.
Steak fritas with Snickers.
Right.
Couple of Blake in-law notes. His brother-in-law thinks Charlie Kirk is still alive.
Yeah, he didn't have to go to Thanksgiving. Don't know why.
Let me tell you something.
Don't know how he gets out of it.
I'm not quite on your level with this, but I do a lot of walking in. What's the meme? Is it Travolta? Is that from
Yeah, he's like looking
Pulp
around.
Fiction?
Pulp Fiction? Yeah. I do a lot of that. I walk in and I kind of look at my wife and I'm like, there are a lot of other guys my age who usually are at this. What's going on with them today? Where are they? Where are the kids? We were coming over here on the idea that there's like 10 cousins with this family, right? That's why we come over here. Well, where are they and their parents? Do they just stay home? Oh, they wanted to watch the game at home?
Wonder if anyone else did. The other brother-in-law took his wife to a mosh pit and got mad at her because she bought Starbucks.
No, those are different. The Charlie Kirk guy gets mad at her for buying Starbucks, even though he's rich, but it's his money, not hers.
That's track.
The lower income side went to the whatever concert, and she almost got a concussion.
It was a turnstile.
No. Yeah. Did hear that story.
Blake's in-laws, who live in Haltom City, have been dealing with their neighbor who flicks cigarette butts into their yard.
Yeah, very
Blake
Haltom.
says this is a very Haltom City thing.
Yeah.
It is.
His father-in-law smokes weed out there. Is that right?
No.
And Blake is unable to throw a Frisbee.
Really? We found something you can't do.
Did I say that on the show? Yeah, I can't really throw a Frisbee.
You must have. I don't remember it either. Thank you, Alec. And then finally, Blake once had a bad beat with the nude chick on the Dave's Last Resort matches.
Yeah, Dick's Last Resort.
Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah, they had matches at the front with...
yeah, they
like
were
a
like...
silhouette.
No, they were like cartoon.
No.
Oh, really?
It was a real picture.
Okay, I remember being like Big Johnson T-shirt-ish, which, while we're here, I've definitely used before.
And that's Alec's monthly Blake review.
Great, thank you.
You ever have a Big Johnson shirt, Dan?
No,
Or
but I certainly saw them at spring break.
Or Big Dog? Bring that beat back.
So, got an email from Brian, who made us a website for the MBR.
Okay.
I'll put the link in the show notes. I promise I will this time. But you can click on the month, and I have here every time Jake said I have a buddy. I have all of our Why Hillary Lost mentions. I have every Roseanne mention. All of our list here, so you can just click on it. Do like here, Jake has a buddy.
That's how weddings work.
Dude, I did have a buddy one time that tried to pull that trash. Sorry, pal.
Jake has a buddy who had a sunrise wedding. So it's right there at your discretion.
Who wants
there.
to do that? No one wants to go there. What are you doing?
He didn't have to do it.
The guy made it. It's cool.
This is all
It's insane.
user.
Crowdsource.
Yeah, and you run it through AI.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's the
Yeah.
future.
So let's skip ahead. This was a month for new lists.
By the way, I'm looking at. Sorry, I'm
Big
very
Johnson
robo.
t-shirt.
Big Dog T. I gotta get like 3 or 4 of these, bros. Here's one that just says, with the big dog crosses his arms, it says, "You're offended by the things I say. Imagine what I hold back."
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
They got him at Spencer.
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
sure.
We debuted, this date minus 9 months?
Yeah.
That was this month where...
My mom got knocked up the night Reagan got elected
Right.
in 84 to the night.
We debuted the There's Too Much Money list when we did the story about Tom Brady cloning his dog.
Yeah. That's certainly a too
There's
much
just
money list.
too much money in the world for people to be doing that.
But Nick Mangold can't get a damn heart.
No. What if you told yourself 10 years ago? We have 3 entries. Bill Belichick, the North Carolina coach, going to a 24-year-old girlfriend's cheerleading competition.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't make it up, folks.
Dan and Jake would quit the ticket and be doing a podcast at Dan's house.
Somehow,
It's,
way more likely than...
Half the time we're at the Game Day Men's Health Studio, gameday.dumbzone.com.
And then building the show around Norm's twink, who Dan thought was gay.
The first is the only real one, but yeah.
But the gay part wouldn't have bothered me.
No. It's kind of part of it. It was a feature.
Less competition for me trying to pick up ladies on the road.
Podcast poon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan fights with his wife. This wasn't like a real fight, but she did get really mad at you because on November 10th, you let Mike Soroy into your bed.
Oh, yeah. It was a fight.
Okay.
The video's really funny.
Not happy.
My wife was stunned.
She did make us change What?
She's like, Kathy let them into their bedroom? I'm like,
She didn't.
I don't think let.
I think you're playing by your rules. They don't play by those rules.
Because she ran with the, I got to go clean up. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed the way I live. This is who I am. That's why I clean up. Like, I don't leave the thing laying in the middle of the floor.
I'm with you. Things that are back, Hooters. They're bringing it back. They're making it great again.
And I've heard
the original Hooters owners.
I've heard from a number of listeners who were like the Chipotle guy tracking the fail or the decline in the wings. They say that the original wings are in fact back and great.
All right.
And that's why people went there.
Turns out we have guys
That go to Hooters.
who are tracking that.
And then this list has been solidified, so I think it's going to be a permanent addition to the MBR list. Why Hillary lost. Huge month for this.
Certainly during Midney Sweeney.
That was one of them. So I think you're the curator of this. So I'll run these by. You tell me what makes the list
This
and what
is good.
doesn't.
A clearinghouse of sorts.
Yeah, because probably can't let all of these in.
Right.
The first, canceling Kate Smith over her racist songs, even though she called for racial tolerance.
That is a
Big reason.
textbook.
Okay.
That is as good as it gets. When you're losing context entirely to try to shame somebody, you end up, again, a lot of your allies get targeted. That's a bad bit.
But she said the word darky
That's narrowing.
in 1930.
Exactly. You're just kicking people off of your platform left and right with dumbass shit like that.
Sex in the City.
But hold on. It wasn't that. I want to be clear.
Okay.
It wasn't that she said darky in 1930. It's that she was doing a political commentary on the idea of racists using those lyrics to talk about black people. She was doing South Park. I also don't think they should cancel her if she said darky 90 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, the whole song
But my
was
point
that.
is,
Yeah.
that is what makes it so uniquely why Hillary lost, is because they just stripped the context and humor or commentary away from it entirely and were like, you're a bad person. As I attempt to cover for all the things we've said here.
There you go.
Sex in the City.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Boy, Sex in the City. That's why Hillary lost?
I
mean, it was out a long time ago, and
I don't want to
just
do
existed
Kimmel,
within its.
but I do want to say this is probably too far-reaching to say Sex in the City. But if you think about like why Hillary lost, a big part of it was that people were like, "Well, she's a woman; she'll win." Like we're running, she's a. There's some level of like. I don't want to say empowerment gone too far. My vibe from Sex and the City was always like, these people aren't working that hard. Like, they just think the life just happens, and you just show up, and shit's great, and it's a fairy tale. And to me, I'm sorry, but that is how I felt about the Hillary Clinton campaign when it was happening. It's like,
Friends, too, probably.
yeah, but I don't want to go too far. Friends had a little more mass appeal. Sex and the City was just basically about how it sucks to be a woman who's rich.
Okay.
Kimmel, you can't go that far.
All right, I'll strike Kimmel. The Sydney Sweeney GQ interviewer.
Yeah, not Sydney Sweeney. She's why America's back. But that lady who interviewed her and her affect.
Yeah.
And just her condescending tone.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Certainly you want to admit that you're a fucking racist. Could you do it now for me? Like, I'd really
Some people
feel
are saying.
better.
I mean, other
Some
people.
She said something in the interview that you said was why Hillary lost. Secondhand concern.
Dude, that sounds like PC Principal wrote that.
Secondhand
It's not so much
concern.
that I was offended, but there were people in the area that might have wafted a little bit of secondhand microaggression. Like, being concerned for other people who aren't you, like you're them. I've been guilty of it for sure before, but you can't just live like that. You can't. Then you end up canceling Kate Smith.
Bowen Yang.
I mean, I've come around on Bowen Yang. It wasn't his fault Shane got fired. Right? Like, I doubt he went and said, I know that he was, like, probably a little offended, but.
It was secondhand concern.
Yeah, I don't want to now that I'm just putting all the women on and leaving all the men off.
Zien?
Throw Bowen Yang in
Okay,
there.
cool.
It's circumstance. He got caught up.
Who's the podcaster? I'll bet you throw him on there. Pablo
Torre?
Oh.
Yeah, he's already in there.
Yeah,
he
he's-
was last month's
Him
edition.
and his
protein
I'm so
bar.
hopped up from a fucking granola bar.
Grant, is it Calcaterra or Calcaterra?
Yeah, that's a niche one.
Craig.
Craig, yeah, the baseball writer.
I don't think he should be on the list.
Okay, keep him off. Grant
Okay.
Calcaterra was a Eagles tight end.
Oh yeah.
Still is, isn't he?
OU.
Yeah.
SNL.
Although I did just keep another man off the list, right?
SNL.
I think it's specifically Weekend Update.
All I remember, like, when they had Hillary, when they had Kate, what's her name, do Hillary on the piano singing about how the world is over in 2016, like, that felt like.
Yeah.
Put SNL from 2016 on there.
SNL from 2016. Okay. Explaining things to your kids. I think that was my submission. Just anytime you have to sit your kid down and be like, look, here's what's going on. Here's what it means. Here's how I'm trying to protect you.
No,
You're saying that's why Hillary
That's
lost?
parenting. Establish the run guy.
No, but that's different. Like what you do and just explaining responsibilities or what have you, but just like doing a Twitter post about how you had to sit your daughter down and apologize to her why Donald Trump won.
Now,
I think that's why Hillary lost.
We're talking. If we're talking about posting it on social media, Ruth Conda forever, this is the post. This is what we're talking about. It was when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, there was a lady who had two things she needed to do in this post. Let people know that she watched Black Panther and loved it, and so did her kid, and that she understood the importance of RBG. And so she posted like a photo of her kid doing the X from Wakanda, and it said, #Ruth Conda forever, because her kid was crying that morning when she found out that the justice had passed. And there's several others, like when Trump wins, people will post, like, I had to sit my kid down and be like, we're probably pulling out of the Paris Accords.
And the Roe v. Wade overturn.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I apologize
Honey,
to my
I know
daughters
I know
because
you're-
your rights were stripped
I know
away.
you're 3, but it's unlikely anybody will be able to let off raw in that thing.
And then final one. I think this was from Jake. Just telling us what to eat.
Oh, God damn. I'm living this, dude. I had burgers again last night, which are primarily just an act of defiance at this point. Like just
Who's telling you what to eat?
Just for so long, dude, you need to not eat you need to not eat meat. Well, you need to eat yogurt. Maybe yogurt's grain. Don't
9
eat bread now.
superfoods to add to your diet.
Oh, bread's bad now. Don't eat wheat bread. Brown rice.
I follow
doesn't
all that
matter.
stuff.
It's the same as
You
white
can't.
rice.
I know, but it keeps that's where I get variety because it changes now and again.
Yeah, that's true. Then let's end with this.
General notes from the show.
I'm going to work backwards here. November 26th, Dan learns about Dan Holt stuff. That was neat to watch.
Speaking of our social media presence.
November 25th, we did the story about the Campbell's soup being fake meat or whatever. And then the news reporter slurps the soup at the end of the package. Like they had just done the story about how it's fake and it sucks. Straight from the Campbell's CEO.
Yeah.
And then the anchor, that's it for me.
Here, I'll play it for you. I think I have it here at the end. She was a hot, too. She knew what she was doing.
If accurate, the comments in the recording are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We are actively investigating this matter. We've also reached out directly to Martin Valley. Erica Erickson, Local 4.
She's at a news desk with a can of Campbell's and a bowl. And again, the story was about how Campbell's soup is terrible. Like that they're putting, intestines and 3D printed meat.
A very odd exclamation on the exclamation point. Yes.
Very odd.
Same day, we also replayed the fans' top Thanksgiving foods from 2024, which always makes me laugh. Because mac and cheese was number 1. Like, who could see it coming?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Top 10 Thanksgiving foods 2024. Number 10 is the turkey gravy. Number 9 is the mac and cheese. Number 8 is the stuffing or dressing. It's my number 1. It's the only time of year I have
So many
bread.
syllables.
7 is pumpkin pie. 6 is the cranberry sauce.
Texas, I say
5
it
is
like
the
that.
dinner rolls. 4 are sweet potatoes. 3 is green bean casserole.
No.
2 is the potatoes. And number 1 is indeed the turkey. That is the top Thanksgiving item in 2024 Thanksgiving here in the United States of America.
Oh, man. You just can't get... That probably made a promo, too.
That was like
guys,
I agree
don't
with the green bean
pull
casserole
punches.
being
At
rated
3?
that high. I like it real high. You got the onion crisp thingies there, the
Fried onions,
soup. Love it.
Yeah, I didn't do Thanksgiving with my mom this year. My wife's family, the cook actually did crush the turkey. Spatchcock. You ever go that method? You got to, break that shit, open up the turkey. But my point is, that's the first time I'd had Thanksgiving food in a long time because we don't fool with this peasant stuff anymore. My mom figured it out a long time ago. She's like, well, I don't make turkey any other time of the year. I do make a lot of stuff they seem to really like. What if I just made that?
But then it's like every other meal.
Green bean?
Yeah,
no,
why
no,
not
no, no,
go
no.
to
No, it's
frickin-
not like every other meal. You think my mom's making prime rib or what's the one crusted with bread crust? Wellington?
Beef Wellington.
Or she's not making that. It's a nice meal.
But he's saying it's like any other. Do you want something you could also eat in July?
Yes, I want it to be good. I would never eat green bean casserole of its own accord. So why would I just...
Me neither, but I love it. And I kind of...
Well, then you should eat it more.
It's just a lot. It's hard to do.
But
That's the thing about Thanksgiving food, right?
Yeah, I love the cranberry, but I'm not going to do it on my sandwich in June. That's a Thanksgiving thing.
You should try it.
Like the cold turkey sandwich.
His point about the green bean casserole is a good one that I had not considered. It's just a lot of work. But you could get turkey cut like that and eat it at your house all the time if you wanted.
No, I need to keep it special. Otherwise, Thanksgiving's not special. Let's see.
What are you going to do without the top-ranked item?
Dan asks if sexting is cheating. I forgot where we fell on that.
I mean, I think it's up to the relationship, whatever.
That's right. Okay.
And, he was priming the pump for the weekend, asking me if it's okay. How do you know it's not a dude? You don't know. You just go with it.
Yeah.
As long as you get to the end, right?
Sure.
Whatever. It's all the same.
Jake thinks Asians love fish.
Boy, I've gotten a lot of support for that.
What does that mean? Well, I guess traditionally you live in certain areas where rice and fish is the predominant, right, nutrition that you even have available to you.
Yeah,
is that
now,
why?
I mean,
That's like saying
mainland
Irish
China,
people love
I don't know that
potatoes?
that's like fish is not a big. But my point here was not about cuisine, although it may dovetail with that. My point here is that culturally, I was at the fish store.
Oh, they love. Oh,
I was at
that
the pet
kind,
store.
not eating.
And I was there looking at the fish with my daughter, and a dude walked in who looked like there's a lot of Asian people in like Haltom City and Richland Hill. Blake knows this. There are Vietnamese people, Laotian people, and they are obviously into cars, and they drive a certain type of car. And that type of guy, I saw him at the store that day. He had like Gucci sweatpants and slides on, possible pot dealer, and he was scoping the expensive fish. And it occurred to me, like, the Fast and Furious thing, like guys who like fast Asian motorcycles and cars, they just buy dumb shit for their house. And if they don't buy cornhole, they buy fish.
How are pot dealers doing?
It's got to be struggling, man.
Yeah.
Because I do think, along with swords and lizards, like a nice big fish tank is.
Yeah, there's some crossover there.
Yeah.
The guy I know, the guy that I bought weed from for a long time, had a lizard and a sugar glider, which is like a little squirrel that he would keep it on his shoulder. Swear to God, dude. Swear to God. But the fish thing is like, it's just like an accessory that I think that Asian men like more than like anyone else.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out for it.
Dan learns what equine means. Jake is trying to stop saying cuck.
It's horse, right?
Yeah. Dan was in a run club in high school. I don't know why I was so caught off guard by that.
What's the equinox? What does that mean?
It's when all the horses gather together in the summer.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the run club, I didn't know they existed back then.
Just high school Dan in Cleveland in a run club just doesn't compute.
He's an athlete, dude.
Trying to lose a little weight.
He was in the run club and ski club.
Oh, yeah, dude. He tries to hide that ski club upbringing.
And we saw his house. He lived in a 2-story house.
It's on the corner, bro.
Right.
Mom's thing wasn't bringing nothing in.
And then we'll end with a couple bad beats. From November 7th, April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
God, dude. They've had the boob slider up on her.
Yeah.
She had moxie, too, you know?
Yeah, and all the turtles were kind of into her.
Yeah, she just felt like a part of the team.
And then this from November 3rd. It's not like a specific subject of a bad beat, but just more of the situation. And that is beating off in your Halloween costume because the night didn't turn out the way you had planned. You're just sitting there as Spider-Man going to town because party kind of flamed out.
I'm not so much the macho man Randy Savage right now, am I? He's got the tassels all over you.
Well, that's as sad as it gets.
Oh, yeah. Sad beat.
Yeah, how about that?
The sad beats. Yeah, sad beats.
Well, that's great.
There's your November.
Fantastic.
Well, pick a lane and bless my star. Mr. Jones's MBR. People listen near and far to Blake Jones's MBR.
Monthly Business Review.